Every company dreams of a big increase in the demand for its services. But what if the demand grows and your product is not ready for scaling? Would you let the opportunity go or instead focus on improving the performance? If you are still watching this video, it means you chose the second option. So without further ado, let me show you how you do it with software modernization. Legacy Garage is a series where we present different ways of dealing with the most common challenges of software modernization. We draw on our experience and present solutions based on the example of one product. In this episode, we show how to improve the performance of a platform for managing corporate processes in an industrial environment. It's not a typical project management application because it's used in the mining industry. It serves both the company's employees and its customers. The app was created about 10 years ago and for a long time was able to meet the business needs. However, recently there was a significant demand boost. On the one hand, it was a huge opportunity for business growth and revenue increase, but on the other, the company realized that the current application would not be able to meet such high demand. The most important thing that needs to be improved is the performance of the application. And by performance, we mean boosting the speed of the application and its usability. This also translates into improving the overall productivity. This way, the company will be able to handle a much larger workload. How to adjust the performance of the new requirements? Is migrating to the cloud always the right solution? Is there any way to ensure the processes will not be disturbed because of connectivity issues? Let's look under the hood and find out. So, what are the main challenges in this project? First of all, we need to deal with an outdated code base with a high entry threshold. The company started working on this product over a decade ago. Since then, they have focused on adding new features but haven't introduced any major updates. On top of that, some technologies are no longer supported and need an urgent upgrade. As you can imagine, it translates into very low performance. It doesn't facilitate, or I can even say it blocks the company from scaling and achieving ambitious business goals. The inadequate cloud architecture causes another problem. The company was aware of the costs of migrating to the cloud, but in the end they decided on a cheaper solution instead of choosing the AWS architecture. Another important challenge is to ensure that the application runs smoothly without internet access. Inspectors using the app on the client side sometimes work hundreds of meters underground. Users often report problems with the application. The overall usability is poor and the app is not intuitive. But the biggest problem can be found on the technological side. The code is outdated and its maintenance takes ages. The main challenge for the company is to provide a seamless workflow in a low connectivity environment. It can significantly improve the performance of both the app and the entire business. How does it look right now? Inspectors work in their offices with a very good internet connection. They download tasks and update the app. Then they go underground where the connection is low or there is no connection at all. They do their job by scanning the RFID of mining tools, filling the forms and taking photos. All of this data is introduced to the app. While inspectors are back in the office, they turn on synchronization and the data is sent to the server. What's the problem here? Firstly, the synchronization is done by an API that doesn't meet the modern development standards. Secondly, if any inspector mistakenly enables synchronization while still underground with a low internet connection, it results in a database error. Now let me show you how to fix that. First of all, we need to start with the codebase. On the one hand, we focus on maintaining the current codebase to keep the app functional. On another, we clean and update the code to adjust it to today's standards. We upgrade Python 2 to Python 3, as the older version is no longer supported. We fix all the bugs that arose over the years and haven't been addressed yet. We also upgrade the framework to the newest version. This phase will last about 2 to 3 months. Then we can start working on improving the performance. Firstly, we focus on changes that can be implemented within the app. To do that, we need to create a different code repository we can work on. It's basically the same code, but the first repository allows the application to run without interruption, so the current business operations are not affected by the modernization. The second repository is the one where we implement improvements. So here we analyze and optimize database queries. We also migrate the data from MySQL to PostgreSQL. Thanks to this solution, we achieve 20 times faster loading of views, no timeouts, and improved user experience. Let's focus on cloud solutions. Since the very beginning, every client has had its own application on a dedicated server and domain. But the efficiency of the system is limited, as this solution has become ineffective for the largest customers. Now we plan to migrate it to the cloud. It will be based on microservice infrastructure, at the heart of which is the main dashboard accessible for all clients. This solution is responsible for user authentication, so all the data previously scattered across different servers are now gathered within one main dashboard. We also implement nodes that communicate with the dashboard and indicate what data a specific user can retrieve. Now let's move on to the offline mode. The application has to be able to run in a low connectivity environment. The current solution, ensuring access to the app with no internet connection, is unreliable and causes usability problems. Firstly, we implement data caching during synchronization and create duplicate detection rules. Then we can take care of improving APIs. We get rid of sending large JSON files and we replace them with REST API. This will significantly improve the performance and overall productivity. It will also reduce the risk of errors related to a low internet connection. For authentication, the application will still use OAuth 2 and authenticate through this central service. These are the technological solutions that we use to improve the app performance and help the company prepare for growing demand. Thanks for watching. If you like this video and want to know more about software modernization, visit our insights.